What's going on, guys? It is Glake finally back with a new core reacts. Finally, it's about goddamn time. And listen, the day has finally arrived. Not only am I finally back doing a core reacts, first one in I don't even know how many months at this point. Not only that, but I get to return with, at long last, reacting to a brand spanking new Loathe track. My favorite band of all time at the moment. And not only that, not only did they release a new track today, but they finally announced their third LP. An album that at this point has been, 5, technically 6 years in the making. We have waited 6 years. Since 2020, since after I Let It In dropped in 2020, we have been waiting patiently. Even more recently in agony for these dudes to drop new music, and now the wait is finally over. 6 years. 6 years. And it's so funny because I can't even process it in my head right now. I still can't even process it that it's finally here. I literally can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. Like it just hasn't fully clicked that new Loathe is finally fucking here. I can't believe it. This track is Revenant. There have been leaks of this track in the past because this is a track that they have played at some of their more recent shows. I purposely have not given this one a listen. I haven't listened to any of the leaked audio or whatever, like any of the concert shows where this was being played. I have listened to I think it's All Gifted Strength or Gifted All Strength or something like that. I've listened to that track. That was a previous single that they released. Man, was it earlier this year? I think it was. Was it like January or February this year? I can't quite remember when it was. It feels like it was forever ago, though. Gave that one a listen. Honestly, I wasn't sure if that was going to be like a standalone single or if it was going to make it on its way on the new album whenever, at the time we were like, whenever it's coming. So I kind of just assumed it was going to be a standalone single, but turns out it is actually on the new album. So, I'm kind of pushing it a little bit. I mean, for a band like this, like if they really going to keep to this trend, of just not dropping new music for, close to a decade or half a decade, I'm kind of pushing my luck here. Like, even listening to more than one single before the album is out. Cause like, dude, if we're going to have to wait that long for LP4, I may as well just like savor what we have and just wait. But this is a new music video. I really want to watch this, and I just feel like I have to, because it's like it's a celebratory moment at this point. Like these guys are finally releasing a new album. It's finally been revealed. Pre-orders are up. We got the date, we got the track list, we got everything. So like it's happening. So I gotta celebrate with reacting to this, and that's what we're gonna do today. New Loathe finally here. I'm ready to see what this is like. I have been waiting so long. Enough yap. Let's jump into this. Revenant. Let's go. I love that already. Classic Loathe. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. This vibe of the music video is giving me like Static Dress vibes a little bit too. Kind of reminds me of some of their new music videos. Okay. Oh my god, dude. The drums are crazy in this. Oh, nasty. We got a feature on this track? Okay. This is just in your face, man. This is all over the place. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, man. That outro, I love this outro. I love this outro. I love their outros, man. They're so chilling, they're so haunting. Like sometimes they're just so ambient and nice. Dude, I love this outro already. I'm hoping they stick with the trend on the new album of like their tracks transitioning into one another. I feel like most of the tracks on Cold there was I think a handful of tracks on Cold Sun were like that, and pretty much all of the tracks on I Let It In were like that. So I really hope they kind of continue that trend with this album. I love when albums do that. It feels like, in my opinion, it just feels like how music should be made. Like, I feel like when you really, I know that kind of limits things a little bit, because, you know, sometimes you want a track to be its own individual thing, not necessarily introing from something else or outroing into another track. But I don't know, man. Like, there has not been a single album I've listened to. There's a word for what you call those kind of albums where, like, each track transitions into the next. I can't remember the word for it, but every album that I've listened to that is like that, I've loved. Like, those type of albums have always been my favorite. Like, there has not been a single one like that I'm just like, nah, I don't F with this. Like, it's just never happened. Doesn't exist. Anyway, that was crazy. Just super in your face, super brutal, gnarly, just gritty track. Very reminiscent, in my opinion, of Gourd and Heavy Under the Weight. So like, I feel like they're kind of going for that vibe with this a little bit. The intro the intro reminded me a little bit of Two-Way Mirror, to be very honest, with the slow-mo. So I was kind of expecting something a little bit, you know, slower paced, but no, I was wrong. That was truly all over the place. That was crazy. That was a very slap you up type of track. So I am really looking forward to seeing what kind of softer stuff they have. You know, Two-Way Mirror was a track that really had to kind of grow on me, because before I Let It In came out, I listened to every single single, and that was, I believe that, yeah, because I didn't know about Loathe until before they dropped I Let It In, but after they dropped Cold Sun. So I think it was during the time they were releasing singles for I Let It In is when I found out about the band. So I listened to pretty much every single for I Let It In release order. And you know, I was crazy about Aggressive Evolution. I was crazy about New Faces. I was crazy about Gord. And then Two Way Mirror came along, and I was like, what? This is kind of soft. I was like, what is this? This is a complete change up. And, you know, at first I was like, man, I don't know if I can vibe with this, but the track grew on me really fast. It did not take a lot of time at all. And now I'm like really addicted to some of their softer stuff. But I kind of like a mixture, to be very honest. I think when they do a mixture of both, that's their best work, in my opinion. I think that's their best work. But yeah, I would probably have to say New Faces is my favorite Loathe track of all time. It might even actually be my favorite. I don't even know if you want to call this metalcore. I guess people are always so ambiguous about what to call things these days. But if I had to, I would probably say New Faces is probably like it's in the top 3 for sure of my favorite metalcore tracks of all time. Anyways, all the rants aside, absolutely insane. I just, dude, I just can't believe, gentlemen, I just cannot believe that the wait is finally over. Like, I can't, we made it. I survived. I was there. I was here. I can't believe the wait is finally over. This year for albums, just a lot of things just this year for albums just smacked me in the face. Just stuff I was not. I don't even know. Like, this year is so crazy out of nowhere. Just bands releasing albums I really wasn't. I was skeptical, but like this is probably the biggest album release year for me since 2019. And I always reminiscent on 2019 for everything, I swear to God, because, you know, dude, it was like the last good year, right? Before everything went to shit. But as far as albums go, I feel like 2019 was a year where all of my favorite bands were just dropping stuff, and this year feels like, for the most part, I think outside of 1,000 Below, because 1,000 Below released last year, outside of 1,000 Below, everybody else, all my other favorite bands are dropping or have dropped this year. Era, Mood Ring, Static Dress, Loathe, Boundaries, Silent Planet, most likely. Like, dude, it's just this is I'm eating good. I almost forgot about Northlane. We got new Northlane single came out today too. Northlane might be dropping a new album this year as well. This is absolute cinema for me. I'm eating, and I'm eating good. So, yeah, there will be lots to react to coming up here. Static Dress is releasing a new single tomorrow. I am debating whether or not I want to do a core react for it, because I have already listened to, I think, 3 of the other past singles they've released now that are also going to be on the album. I think Crying is the only other single that's not going to be on the album that I haven't that I've listened to. So there was after Crying there was Faces, and then there was the recent one which I can't remember the name, and I think there was one after Faces that they did I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure there was one more. So I'm debating whether or not if I should save their new single for just save it and listen to it on the album or not, or if I'm going to do a core reacts for it. But, I mean, otherwise, there's going to be plenty more stuff dropping within the next coming weeks and months here. So there's going to be plenty of stuff for me to react to. I'm going to try and make sure that I'm not doing, like, one of these every 3 months, because I miss doing these. And all my favorite bands, like I said, are dropping stuff like crazy. So I think I'm gonna take advantage of this gem of a year we got going for music right now, and push out more of these core reacts. So I almost said soul reacts because it's all soul blind. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, make sure you drop a like on the video, comment below, let me know what you think of the track. Are you excited for the new album? What is your take on things, the direction so far? Is this the vibe you're looking for? Like, is it not? Let me know. Would love to hear your thoughts. I would love to talk Loathe with y'all. And most importantly, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you hit the sub button, smack the bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos dropping here on the channel. And hopefully there'll be new core reacts very soon for you to check out some more music. So that's gonna do it for me today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your energy as usual. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace. My poetry's never failed.